Kings. If you're a Warrior fan, you feeling better than you did Friday going in to the Pelicans game. The Pelicans game. Pelicans were pretty impressive that night.
I appreciate you keeping it real. And you know who else was, Steiny? 12 of 23, 7 of 13 from deep. Steph Curry, 32 minutes, 33 points. But I'm being real with you because I'm hearing this a lot and I'm seeing it on the timeline. And you killed me just like Ghostbusters when they whack a ghost. You said Curry's assist to turnover ratio, this is one of his best. He had 7. How much of that marred his 33 points? Because you're right. If he don't hit some of those Houdini shots at the end, they're winning that game easy. Keep it real, because I think a lot of people trying to blame the chef into some turnovers. There were a couple at the end, but you're not in that game without 30s heroics. To me.
I mean, to me, whenever fans call in, and they have been a lot in the last couple months, talking about turnovers, and when they specifically talk about Steph, but when they talk about the Warriors' turnovers, I kind of shut it down. And the reason I shut it down is because what it always gets followed up by is they're sloppy, or, they just don't, they're not thinking, they're not smart. And it's like, I don't think that they're any different than any year in the past in terms of the Warriors' turnovers. And I know you're going to be like, this is all you harp on, Steiny. This is all you harp on. But I think that when Steph and Draymond turn the ball over, it's a function of the other team's length and athleticism.
New Orleans had that.
It's a function of the other team's speeding up those two players in particular just a little faster than they want to go. And it's also a function of Steph being 36 and Draymond being 34, and there's just a little crispness that you lose. Like, I do not think Steph is being more careless with the ball. I just think if you lose a little zip on a pass that's going across the court, it may get picked off. It may get tipped.
That was the 6th best rated defense in the league. Not making excuses, Stoney, and they got length, and they got after it.
The hardest thing for any offensive player to go against is when a guy is quick and they're long. And then if you throw smart on top of it, it's over. Especially if you're not, especially if you don't want to quite move as quickly as they want to make you move. It just makes you a little more uncomfortable. I think that's one of the reasons the Warriors just kind of overall had a little more disjointedness this year.
Yeah.
Because they had 4 young players to incorporate, and the older players are just struggling a little bit more with all the responsibility they've had over the years.
That's real talk. And you know what? I want to take a second to, because I'm Mr. Offense. How many did you score? How many field goal attempts did you have? But I want to take time out right now and give Draymond Green love. And the reason I'm giving them love, Steiny, is Friday's show, you and I, Guru and Steiny and Guru, wrestling was involved. We talked a lot about wrestling and the history. And Draymond Green wrestled a bear Friday night, and that bear was named Zion Williamson. Now, Draymond didn't attempt a field goal, and Zion Williamson was 11 to 26 from the field. Steiny, Zion is a bear, a bull. I don't know, all mixed in one, and Draymond did everything under the sun to go Joe Frazier, giving up, 30 pounds? So, Day-Day, I saw what you did, and it didn't culminate in a victory, but I'm going to keep it real, Steiny. I don't give a damn about 0 field goal attempts. You did your job, and you made it hard for Zion, and that's almost the impossible. So, hat tip to one Draymond Green, Steiny. I don't know if you saw what he was doing in the paint with that Barracuda that was Zion. And Zion scored, too. There were a couple of them at the end. But, man, Draymond, I got it. There was no double. He went toe-to-toe with him all game. That was, I'm just real quick. Zion was George Foreman in his prime. That's who he is on the hardwood. And Draymond with Joe Frazier, toe-to-toe. So I saw it. I got some breaking news, too.
Did a great job on him. Zion's a 58% field goal shooter.
Boy.
I mean, normally if he takes 26 shots, he's going to make 15.
Man.
So
he was awful yesterday. They were awful.
yeah.
What the hell happened?
What's the news?
Spadoni, can I get it?
Oh, it's real.
95.7 The Game. Breaking news.
Oh, I know what it's going to be.
I hate this.
What Laker's not playing tomorrow?
Hey.
What Laker is not playing
who's
tomorrow?
Who's going to break it to us, Spadoni? This is breaking news.
LeBron about to play chess this week.
Stoney, I hate to disappoint you.
It won't.
There's no sport breaking news. This is personal, our show breaking. Yeah. Oh, you're hurt. I can already see it. Yeah, no breaking news in the sports world. But tomorrow, and this all started because Dr. Pangier, he was one of them, reached out on X, which you're not a part of yesterday. And a lot of people, Steiny, wanted a speech from me. And I'm going to give one tomorrow before we get out of here tomorrow. So that was the breaking news sounder. You guys will
Unless
get one
you change
tomorrow.
your mind.
Oh, no.
Warriors!
That's a staple.
I'm tired of getting pushed around.
Tomorrow, Steiny. Look at my boy. Look, I just love the support, man.
Yeah. What time?
He really thought it was breaking news, and I'm laughing. What time?
Do it again.
We'll let you set it up.
Can you do it at 2:05? And I'll listen to it in my car on the way home.
You'll still be here, baby.
But
we'll come up with a time.
2:05 with the boys around.
You'll still be here.
Will you get nervous if Willard and Dibbs are here when you do it? Or do you want to do it before them? Well, you got nervous at your father's birthday a little bit, you said.
But you said it didn't sound nervous.
No, it didn't sound like it.
Okay, then why would you use that against me in a public forum? I just want
to let people know that you were nervous. That's what you said to me.
I just want to stick you with this pen right now.
Can we get a time for this tomorrow? I'll go down to Chipotle or something.
See that
because his speeches are very long.
LeBron had Dwayne Wade.
You know what Shakespeare said.
What?
You know what Shakespeare said, and I know he's your favorite author. Brevity is the soul of wit.
I don't.
So let's keep it short tomorrow. Lenny in Oakland. Lenny's confident in the Warriors.
Spadoni.
You know what? Hey, Lenny. You can't be too confident in the Warriors.
You guys,
they got 2 play-in games.
I've been listening to your show, Steiny and Guru, for a long time. I didn't know if it was going to work out, but you guys are working out all right. Thank you, guys.
Wow, Lenny, I appreciate it. We didn't either.
Still not official either.
Love you guys. So I'm really confident just because the Warriors are on the road. You know, I mean, I think to be in the 10th position, they've been really inconsistent, like you said, all year. I feel like that's hard when you're at home to be like not a good team at home. But on the road, I feel like they go into work like they're traveling for work. They get really down to business. They're going to handle their business in Sacramento this weekend or on Tuesday.
Appreciate the call, Lenny.
Steiny, you asked the spread right now. Vegas has the Warriors favored -2.5 on the road in Sac.
What did I say? 4.5 or 5?
Yeah.
It's going to bump up. You watch.
You think so?
Yes. Yes.
I just think we're looking at a Warrior-Laker Friday night. And that's when the season ended last year in 6 games on a Friday night. I don't like it.
I know the one thing Warrior fans are concerned about. And here's the thing.
God.
Well, there's a lot.
Kuminga.
No, this is big. This is a bigger picture. This is beyond the Kings. It's bigger than the Kings, as Goo would say.
Whoa.
I know what the Warriors are most afraid of. It's LeBron playing chess this week. They don't want LeBron James to start thinking about playing chess.
And that would be...
Because if LeBron James starts thinking about playing chess, he just might say, you know what? What do you say we treat this 7-8 game against the Pelicans as, let's just get a nice light workout. You know why? Because we don't want to play the Nuggets.
Right.
We want to play the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Which you own.
So you know what? Let's treat Wednesday against the Pelicans like a little practice.
You don't want to do that.
We'll take today off. We'll take tomorrow off. We'll get a little scrimmage in on Wednesday. We'll stretch on Thursday. And then on Friday, when the Warriors come here to L.A., in a winner-take-all game, the Warriors will have just played a grueling game against the Sacramento Kings. And there sit Anthony Davis and LeBron James, fresh as daisies. Fresh as daisies, thinking, this is the one we got. And now we go beat Oklahoma City.
It's easy.
They're thinking the same way as the Warriors, ladies and gentlemen.
It is just.
Admit it. That would worry you.
No, it's trifling that guys like us that sit on our keister with a microphone in front of us just ignore the competitive aspect and component.
If you don't think for 1 minute, no, I'm just saying this.
Steph?
Here's my point. If you don't think for 1 minute, if the Lakers get down in that game 31-13,
well, 18.
and the Pelicans are playing like their hair's on fire, and they got their guys running up and down, and LeBron's it, they're getting ready for Friday.
Which is a game 7, Steiny. If you lose or somebody turns their ankle or Anthony Davis' finger muscle tightens up,
this is
you
LeBron
don't want
James.
any part of that. You want to win, get in, and go Russell Crowe gladiator.
If you think LeBron James, that scenario isn't going through his mind, I think you're naive. I think you're flat out
naive. I'll meet you halfway. It's going through all their minds. But, Steiny, they're going to ball. And we'll be able to tell.
Did they ball yesterday?
Well, I think it's one of their best games of the season.
Yeah, they smoked them.
But why?
I'm trying to figure.
Why did they ball yesterday?
Because Ingram was getting reacclimated to the Pelicans.
Okay.
It was bigger than
Anthony
him.
Davis played with his hair on fire, but he left the game. Why, Steiny?
Back spasms.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe he needs some rest.
He might.
Could you imagine?
Yes.
Adam Silver wouldn't allow. Oh, my goodness.
They're not gonna not play, but I'm just telling you.
You think you want a party? You're that good. Steph Curry comes to town and Draymond.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think LeBron James thinks he's that good that if he has a choice between the Thunder and the Nuggets, and he thinks there is and they think there is a significant difference there, absolutely, it's in his mind. Absolutely, he's the great manipulator. AD
did leave with spasms.
He sits out like the third to last game of the year when they're like, oh boy, that might be the difference between 9 and 8. He doesn't care.
He had an ankle.
He did in game 2 of the playoffs last year against the Warriors.
Exactly. He took 2 playoff games off last year against the Warriors.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Baby brother saying loser mentality, Steiny. But they're thinking they got to go win it.
Bobby Fischer, Boris Spassky mentality.
What do you know about Bobby Fischer?
Those are the 2 greatest chess players of all time.
Now, that's a doc you need to watch.
Yeah, I never saw it. Searching for Bobby Fischer?
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I saw a movie. I saw a movie the other day. Coen Brothers. It's called A Serious Man. It's a little. Guess what? It was a little quirky. You ever seen any Coen Brothers movies?
No, I'm like, who?
Big Lebowski.
Oh. Well, yeah, I have.
Okay, that's them.
They produce it. They're not in it.
They have cameos every once in a while, but they're not actors.
I went heavy on
Miller's
Larry David
Crossing,
this weekend.
unbelievable. The Big Lebowski. Fargo.
So what was
they might have done Kingpin also.
Give us something. What was interesting about those guys? Like,
they're just quirky. Their movies are all, something happens in the movies that just, everything goes awry.
Mostly dark comedy.
Blood Simple was another one. That's a great one. That's more of a drama.
No,
there's They're one of the greatest director teams of all time. There's no Yeah, just FYI.
I went ahead on Larry David.
There's no
I went ahead.
That's who they are.
No Country for Old Men.
Oh, my God.
Jeff on Larry David, his buddy is the best dude going, man. Him and his wife, Fatoni. Larry David.
Hey, by the way, we may have
We got Monty at 11.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's right. We got Monty Pool coming up at 11. Not to get ahead of ourselves, but
you frisky today.
Do we have we got a market for Klay Thompson? Do we have a market for Klay Thompson?
Name you 5 teams.
Did you see who just got an extension this weekend?
Now, boy, I love you.
Grayson Allen.
Now, how much?
Grayson Allen got an extension this weekend. $70 million over 4 years.
Yeah, that's pretty lame.
About 17 and a half a year. He's a starter now for the Suns. 13 and a half points per ball game, 33 minutes a night. Grayson Allen, 4 years, $70 million.
What are we doing?
But that's Klay's production in 3 years or 4 years.
What do you mean?
13 points a game. Fourth option. Okay.
So
he's a damn good player. I love Grayson Allen.
North of that.
Oh, my God. Klay's going to get 30, I believe, Steiny.
Oh.
The New
But let
York
me ask you
Knicks-
this: would you rather have Klay for 30 or Grayson Allen for 17.5?
Now that's a
no-brainer. That's the greatest no-brainer in the history of mankind.
I'll let you know before I get out of here.
Yeah,
but why do you think like that?
Because that's a comp. He's a starting two guard on a team that's like the Warriors.
What's up, baby?
He's starting two guard on a team like is with the Warriors.
Well,
Man, just put that number, put in the cap.
Brandon Ayuk says 30 is too much. Not Ayuk. 30 is too much.
Who says that?
Brandon Ayuk, not Ayuk.
Oh, wait, 30's too much for Klay.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we don't have to talk about that now. But that's just put it in the hopper. Put it in the hopper. Grayson Allen's a good player, 28 years old, entering his prime. By the way, Klay should have left C.J. McCollum alone on Friday. Yikes.
He hit the step back on the chef.
Yeah, but
that was wicked.
But Klay got him revved up.
Dude,
Klay got him a little revved up.
All right, but look at you.
Don't rev up C.J. McCollum. By the way, C.J. McCollum, you see the minutes he played on Friday back-to-back nights?
I can't erase yesterday's stinker. Yeah. They just went and flushed everything they did Friday night. They would have been out of the play-in. Willie Green, I need you to call us.
But here's the thing.
Willie Green, I love you. That was a failure yesterday.
As good as the play-in.
They would have been out of it.
So you know what they're going to do? They got 2 games at home this week. They're sitting at home, the Pelicans.
But you might have a rematch with the Warriors.
Okay.
At the Smoothie Center.
Then that gets back to my other point. I think we got to stop thinking like that
teams are scared of the
day. Yeah. I'm not saying the Warriors have no chance, but
Warriors
did the Pelicans look like a team that feared the Warriors?
No, they
feared
did not.
them.
No, but they were down.
Well, that's a young team. Yeah. So you're telling me a young team with Zion Williamson, what'd they get down in the second quarter?
I think it was 14.
14 or 15. Yeah. They get down.
They came back.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can't come back from a 15-point deficit if you're scared.
But I'll say this. They have the same problem the Warriors have, the Pels. They are better on the road. So if they do survive L.A., even if they lose L.A., they're going to host the Warriors. Warriors going to be on the road.
Yeah, 2 games, no matter what.
I just hate we're off Saturday. So we have to wait till Monday.
I told you.
Warriors this week.
Go tell the Hegan you'll do Warriors this week Saturday. It's every Saturday.
You come in with me. All 4 of us. Devone, Evan.
No interest.
Grandy, Spadoni.
Yeah, I have no interest.
Steiny did that show for a while.
Thank you.
It was one of the first shows I worked on here.
Thank you.
Look at Spadoni.
Him and Bontemps going
Called
at
me
it.
6-day-a-week Steinmetz.
I pulled the car over off of a bender Friday night. So Saturday was a blur, and Steiny went at it.
707. CJ ain't half the player Klay is. Hit the pike, Steiny. Well, he's twice the player Klay was on Friday. But no, as far as a career goes, Klay's had a better career. But what I'm saying is Klay got a little frisky, and C.J. McCollum didn't like it, and I thought he got C.J. McCollum.
Now, what do you classify as frisky?
Chirping. He was chirping a little too much.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, Klay got in